Good evening, Pulpit Rock Student Ministries. I am sitting late Wednesday afternoon, early evening on March the 18th in a hollowed out vacant student center, and that feels super weird today, as do so many other things that have happened for all of us the last 7 to 10 days. These are truly super crazy, weird, extraordinary days. And so, missing you guys so much, I thought I would just maybe post something this afternoon and evening to try to touch base with you and say hi during a time frame where we would ordinarily be looking forward to getting together. This Wednesday night would have run us right up against your ordinary spring break, which became a 2-week spring break basically for everybody in town, which was unexpected and for a lot of you I'm sure makes you pretty happy. But again, there have been so many things change and kind of been put into place this last 7 to 10 days. And if nothing else, just tons and tons of uncertainty. We don't know how things are necessarily going to go for the next little bit. So what I thought I'd try to do tonight was just say hi, recap a few things for you, kind of update you on some things that we have going on and are coming up. Most of all, tell you that I love you and that I miss you a bunch. And wherever you are today, whatever you're doing, hanging out with friends or family, to let you know that these are important days. And these days are absolutely going to be behind us. And I am already excited about things that we're going to get a chance to do even a few weeks from now. It seems a bit ironic that I'm using online platforms to communicate with you that I typically make fun of every week. So forgive me, I take most of that back. This video for this afternoon and evening is being posted on a YouTube channel that we've tried to create that can and will be specific to Pulpit Rock Student Ministries. So during the video, after the video, whenever you can do so, I need for you to do what all the rest of the YouTubers ask people to do, which is down below here, hit the subscribe button or push the bell or squeeze that thing or whatever it is that people say to get people to pay attention to a subscription on a YouTube channel. That's what we're going to want you to do because obviously for this evening, but in weeks to come, there's going to be some things that we're going to try. Content material, we're definitely going to try to have some fun, tons of fun, that we'll put on this channel, and maybe even down the road with permission. These would be a place or a format that some of you could post some things on, and we could definitely have some fun with each other and hear from one another. So definitely like, subscribe, whatever it is that needs to be done on YouTube. I'm going to try to get some help with this so that we can kind of be in contact with one another and be gathered in a very non-traditional way. I would also count on a lot of you getting calls from me and from your core group leaders on your cell phones. Answer them. Email. We're going to try to set up some virtual chat spaces, Zoom, Discord. I've already heard back from a couple core group leaders today that they have some of these forums set up for you students to correspond with them yet even today and tonight, which is super exciting. We have the very best core group leaders anywhere who are already on top of communicating with you students, which is really great, really super exciting. And I think that in the weeks to come, even from a church perspective, as we figure out what it is that we can do in gathering in larger numbers in these spaces, is there's going to be some online content that we can do. There will be at least 3 things posted from the church in an online stream every week. One for basically the entire church body, one for student ministries, and then one for children's ministries. But I think as we master and fine-tune some of this online stuff, there's some fun that we can definitely have, even some gameplay that we can do that we would have done here in this space together, but that we can share, that you guys can interactively get in on. Just super cool stuff. Again, it's just so odd. It's so weird. I miss you guys a ton. You're a super important part of what I have going on. And again, if we could just kind of try to counteract just this constant, incessant negative stream of information that's been coming in, this will be a cool week for us to hang out, a couple weeks for us to hang out. And I'm going to challenge all of you to do your job is to reach out to one another, because you've become accustomed to doing a really great job of being in community when you come to this space and hang out. But you absolutely need to be doing it, which most of you probably are, because that's what you would do. Just reach out to one another, check on how people are doing, get a toilet paper count from people. And then if anybody has any excess, call me. Again, spring break coming up next week, the 25th. We weren't going to have core groups anyway. But we will definitely be in touch this next week and check in how you're doing, and maybe get some posts, some creative things from you students about what you're doing with your time as you are not in school and you're not here in this space together. It's crazy, but it's nice to know this isn't going to last hopefully a super long time, and we'll be back at it together. I thought if I could, we've been trying to this would have been a night we would have tried to have wrapped up our Made series, and this is going to be the pinnacle of my technical skills for today. This should look familiar. We're going to wrap up our Made series today, which meant we were talking about that all of you students, all of you were created in God's image. You are image bearers of His, and that you were made for purpose. You were made to value other people. This definitely was launched as a sex series, and this discussion about how what we do matters, what we do with our bodies matters, and that when Jesus challenged us, He obviously knew all of those things, which is why He gave us instruction and commandments that He did. If you would be able to remember that we were working with our core verse out of Psalm 139, which talked about from basically 13, 14, and 15, saying that for you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well. A psalm from David confessing that he recognizes that he is fearfully and wonderfully made by God, in God's image, for definite purpose. And we've been trying to challenge you students with that the last few weeks, and I think that today you would need reminder about that you are fearfully and wonderfully made in His image as an image bearer, and you were made for these times, honestly. If there's a generation that is learning how to be resilient based on culture and your surroundings, it is you, it is your generation, so draw some confidence from that. But I will tell you that we are going to need God's help and one another during these days. We've got to stay together, which shouldn't sound too unfamiliar because we say it to each other all of the time. But today, would you be encouraged? Would you share it with your parents, with your siblings, that from Psalm 139, could you draw encouragement from the fact that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that God's works are wonderful, and that we ought to know that full well. Again, we're going to take a break from next week because of spring break, but we're going to still be back on this channel and try to post and have some fun. As you can imagine, it has taken me a few tries to even get this stupid camera hooked up, so there might be some funny bloopness that we can get up to share, which should be ridiculous. Again, for next week, there will be something that we will post to check in, see how you were doing, say hello, tell you that I love you, and just try to have some fun with that, definitely for next week. And then as we get closer into April, it will be Easter season. I was thinking that we could maybe start out with a series for Easter. Happy Easter, and then there will be all kinds of creative ways, innovative ways online, streaming, definitely through our YouTube version, not YouTube, this is YouTube, a YouVersion app from our Bible app that we've been talking about for months. And my public speaking is no better over a phone than it is in person, is it? We've been trying to warm up to this YouVersion app, which is hugely beneficial. Any content that we will wade into, will also have that available. Again, that's a way for you to correspond with each other in community and with your core group leader. You can make notes about the devotional and Bible scriptures that you have read. And we would do this Easter series for at least 3 weeks to the middle of April. And then we will certainly see what is next on our calendar and docket about what we can do together. If nothing else, maybe we should just find a local park and all stand 6 feet from each other and just say hi, which would be amazing. I hear there's bad weather coming. Why don't you all take a snow day tomorrow? That would be super cool. That might be about all I have for the rest of this message for today. If nothing else taking from today, I miss you. I love you. Wherever you are right now, I hope that you are doing well. If you should need anything at all from me, email me, text me, call me. I called people on my phone today and spoke to them in person. It was pretty great, and I plan on doing that with some of you, so answer your phone. Know that you are missed, and I wish we were getting together here today, but we can't, and for now, that's okay. Our love will endure. I promise you will endure all of these things, and then there's going to come a day down the road, not too far from now, where we are going to get a chance to rebuild this and put God's loving thumbprint right back on top of it. And I'm just excited to see you all as soon as we possibly can. For this Sunday, we're going to do like we did last Sunday. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to gather those that can come, and all services will be live streamed, probably through YouTube, definitely through Facebook Live, and Snapface, Faceplant, I think will be up as well. I love you. I miss you. Please do well today, and you need anything at all, except for toilet paper, call me. Love you guys. Later.